my name is Donald Mustard. I'm the creative director at Chair Entertainment Group here in Salt Lake City.
Let's start by having you talk a little about what your goals were heading into Infinity Blade 3.
Well, so some of our goals heading into Infinity Blade 3 were to create the ultimate Infinity Blade experience. You know, with Infinity Blade 1 and 2, we've been building these really incredible, really robust iOS experiences. And with Infinity Blade 3, we really see it as the culmination of all that has come before. This really is the ultimate Infinity Blade experience, just through all the features, through how big we were able to make the game, how integrated everything is, just through the design, through the interface, through just the depth of the experience. This really is an amazing, amazing experience.
Let's dive in real quickly with the depth and size. How does this compare to a previous Infinity Blade game in terms of just the size of the world?
So with Infinity Blade 1, it was primarily you were infiltrating and exploring the God King's castle. And you'd make your way through his castle, explore it into its depths, into its heights, and ultimately square off with the God King. Infinity Blade 3 is over 8 times as big as that. We now have 8 Infinity Blade 1 size castles for you to explore, for you to find and discover, and to track down the deathless that rule there and defeat them. In addition to that, we have all sorts of other side quests, if you will, and clash mobs and different events that you can participate in that make the world even bigger, and the game is just huge in its scope.
What role have advances in technology, both with Unreal Engine 3 and with the mobile side, helped with you guys to craft this world?
You know, every year these mobile devices just get faster and faster and just more powerful, and we are right there to take advantage of it. The mobile devices that are available today are incredibly fast and incredibly powerful, and that's allowed us to, even more so than Infinity Blade 2, just really start to deliver what you'd expect on a console experience. So with Infinity Blade 3, we now have, for the first time, we have depth of field, which allows us to make the environments blurry where they need to be. And that is an amazing thing. It allows us to make the cutscenes look more like actual film. We now have real-time reflections. When your player is walking across a reflective floor, you see him reflecting accurately underneath it. We've got more just particle effects in the world, where there's just butterflies flying through the air, and in a desert setting, we've got dust flying through the air and little mites just kind of flowing around. The resolution of the characters is greater than ever. In fact, even a higher character resolution than you'd see on an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3. Our characters have 4 times the resolution than what you'd see on any kind of current console games. I mean, this game looks amazing, and it's all because of how fast these devices are getting and the innovations that we're pushing with Unreal Engine 3.
Can you talk about the storyline and what's going on within this world?
Yeah, so Infinity Blade 3 really is the culmination of the Infinity Blade trilogy. We began telling a story in Infinity Blade 1 about Cyrus, our hero, who you come to find out in Infinity Blade 1 is a deathless who has lost his memory of who he was. And over the second game, we kind of explored the duality of that nature, and in the third game, we kind of bring everything to a head and bring everything to a really satisfying and awesome, epic conclusion to this trilogy. And that is bolstered by the 2 books that we've written with Brandon Sanderson. So really, if you think about it, it's this 5-part epic series spanning the 3 games and the 2 books that really makes this incredible journey for the character of Cyrus. And I cannot wait for people to play the game and see the epic conclusion to this story.